Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to continue with a twice spouse reading. This will be part 2 of 3 because I'm doing 3 members in each video in case you guys hadn't guessed yet. And in this one we're going to have Sana, Jihyo, and Mina. So let's jump into the readings. The timestamps will be down below in the description in case you guys don't want to see all of them and just want to skip around. And yeah, I'll see you or whoever you're going to end up with, but I will start with Sana. So first off, let's figure out if Sana's thinking of marriage. We have the Magician reverse, the Knight of Cups upright, and I'll take the card that came looking our way, which is the Page of Swords reverse. So currently Sana is not thinking of marriage. This is a simple yes or no question, and we have 2 reversed cards, which means no. I do feel though that there could be a potential someone that she will like in her life with this Knight of Cups. Maybe a confession or an offer has already been proposed to her, or maybe the idea may have been there, but it feels like it's up in the air and nothing has happened. Now I'm saying this because we have the Magician reverse and the Page of Swords reverse. The Magician talks about making something happen. It is about manifesting something and in a way making it more real, right? When you have the Magician, you can manifest anything. And usually when people think of manifesting something, people usually think about making it physically true, I guess, or actually 3D, it has happened, right? And then with the Page of Swords, swords are all about communication, intellect, thoughts, and the page is the beginning of something. It's when a new journey, maybe a new chapter. And since we're talking about marriage right here, it feels like the words haven't been said and it hasn't physically manifested, but maybe the offer is up there, it's up in the air, because we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups in tarot is usually seen as an offer. It's usually seen as someone that comes in with an offer of love. That's why I'm saying that maybe there's a confession, or maybe it's like, maybe Sana can feel that there's something. I don't think it's necessarily marriage. I don't think she's gonna get married anytime soon, or we'll see with the rest of the cards when they come out, because maybe the proposal could come out of nowhere, and the news could come out of nowhere for the fans as well. But we will see when we get to the rest of her questions. However, with this Knight of Cups, it feels like someone may have offered something, or maybe there is someone that she's already going with or having a relationship with, and she may be waiting for that person to take that step and speak it up, right, to say about it. But if we were talking about swords, maybe she hasn't really thought about marriage, but maybe she could have a romantic relationship already. And with this Knight of Cups, it feels like it is someone that is romantic. It could be someone that daydreams a lot, and someone that likes to start visualizing what life will be like. But then again, with the Magician reverse and the Page of Swords, it hasn't been spoken, it hasn't been thought of thoroughly, and it hasn't physically manifested. But in this regards, I do feel that Sana has not thought of marriage, or she's not thinking about it right now. However, it feels like it is up in the air. It feels like maybe there's an offer going on, and of course it's romantic because we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups will be talking about romance. It will be talking about emotions and of love, of course. So the next question will be, what type of spouse will Sana get? The first card is going to tell me what kind of partner does Sana want. We have the Owl. What kind of partner does Sana need? We have a Crocodile. So the type of partner that Sana wants with that Owl card here is an air element. So she wants someone that is very smart, someone that is very knowledgeable, someone that can communicate, someone that is very eloquent as well. It could also be that she wants a night owl. I don't know if Sana is a night owl, but it seems like she wants someone that is. Also with this card, there is a sense someone that is very alert, someone that can see things that other people usually can't see. She wants someone that is very aware of their subconscious and is very aware of the unknown, or someone that's not afraid of it. And this owl also tells me that she wants someone that can see things from a completely different point of view. It feels like she wants someone that has something special in the way that their perception, or the way that they view things, or the way that they handle things, specifically when it comes to things that are unknown, or the path ahead, or something in regards to the future. It feels like she wants someone that is very resourceful and knowledgeable, and that's why this person has like the tools necessary and needed to survive. So I do feel that she will want a partner that is very like up on their feet, and someone that just can't survive anything. I'm not saying invincible, I'm just saying someone that is, I don't know, but someone that can survive. But the type of partner that Sana needs is a crocodile. So I do feel that, funnily enough, she needs someone that is very patient. Someone that, this is a water card, so someone that is emotionally more aware of their emotions. Someone that is very patient, because the crocodile, it is a pretty patient hunter. It is an apex predator, so in this sense, it makes me feel that she needs someone that can really work with her emotions. Someone that can handle being in isolation for some time to get to know themselves better. This is the energy of someone that is able to stay still and listen to themselves, or listen to what they feel and flow with the emotions and just ride the wave. With this crocodile, it also feels like this is someone that has a very sharp tongue. And what I mean by that is that it feels like she needs someone that, instead of being like very eloquent, she may need someone that's a bit more witty, or someone that has good comebacks, or someone that doesn't hold back, or someone that can speak up for themselves, or someone that maybe is very quiet, very patient, and can listen to other people, but when they feel threatened, this person will attack immediately. You know, this person is definitely not someone that will allow others to like beat them down. This is not someone that will allow other people to just break them down emotionally, because this person has their heart very guarded, but they're fully aware of it as well. Like, they know how to connect with their heart. It's not of those people that put walls up but then they can't have access to their heart. This is someone that knows how to work with their emotions, but also is not a pushover, right? This person is going to be someone that knows how to protect themselves and the people they care about. Here we have green and yellow, so this is someone that's very confident, someone that works from their heart space, and someone that is very optimistic and very creative. So I think she needs someone like that. Rather than knowledgeable, rather than someone airy, she needs someone a little bit more watery. The next card that I'm going to take out is going to say like what type of spouse will Sana end up getting. Oh. I'll take the bottom card of all of this chunk that came out. Very intuitive. So I don't know if you noticed that when I was shuffling, a couple of cards were kind of like turning, and I did get to see 3 of those cards. Since I know my deck, I know which ones they were. It was the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Moon. Just that I didn't take them out because I just want 1 card. And I'm mentioning that because the Moon specifically goes very well with this High Priestess. I don't know if the Moon was reversed or not, but with that color, I just knew right away which card it was. I wanted to mention it because I do feel that this could be relevant to what type of person Sana will end up getting. Here we have the 3 of Wands reversed. So this tells me that this is a person that doesn't really like working with other people, or finds it very difficult to open up and work with other people. There is a sense of someone that may be currently in a position where they can't move on, or move in a sense of maybe making their career start working or taking action. Like, it feels like this person is physically being put in a restraint or limited somehow. I don't necessarily mean it figuratively. I mean this like a metaphor, like someone that is being held back somehow. And when I mean physically, I mean like maybe they can't travel, or maybe this person can't, maybe this person got injured somehow, or this person doesn't have maybe the people, the resources, or the connections necessary to make something happen. So it feels like this person can't take action towards something. Next to it, we have the Judgment card, which is following higher purpose. This is a Pluto card. With the High Priestess, we are talking about the moon. So that's two planets that connect to water signs, which is Pluto's a ruler of Scorpio and the moon is a ruler of Cancer. So I do feel that this person, again, is very watery. This person is very in tune with their intuition, their gut feelings. This is someone that is also pretty in tune with their heart. So this person knows how they feel and they don't really block it. They know how to work with it. So this is definitely a person that even if it doesn't, like, this feels like this is not a person that at first glance will be very, very open to people. This is someone that has their walls up. This is someone that its stuff is squishy in the inside, but isn't, they have a hard shell. But with this Judgment card, it feels like this person has gone through a period of rebirth. This person is someone that has a higher purpose that they're following. And it feels like it could be a divine, not a detour, but a divine intervenience of sorts. And that's why this person can move forward somehow. There's a chance that this person has to wait for other people. Maybe other people from their soul family, or other people from that are necessary for their path. So it definitely feels like there's a wake-up call that this person has, but it could be in regards to their spiritual path, or the path that they are aware of will make them the happiest. We do have the High Priestess reversed. So it definitely feels like this person could also currently be having a spiritual awakening, meaning that this person is barely connecting to the spiritual side and understanding the higher purpose that they have. Maybe understanding that there's more to them than meets the eye. Maybe they're barely getting in tune with their intuition and connected to their spiritual team. So this could also be that this person is maybe struggling to take action physically because they have to go through a period of connecting to their spiritual side. So this is someone that has a lot of lessons that have to be learned and transformations that this person will have to go through. And with this Cancer side, with this Moon card, it definitely okay, I need to be careful because there is a Moon card in tarot. With this High Priestess, which represents the moon, it definitely feels like this person is working towards having a certain balance of understanding themselves better, and maybe doing some shadow work and understanding a side of themselves that they were not aware of. So it definitely feels like this person is going through some spiritual awakening, and it feels that this is very like in the present time. So I don't know if that's enough for you guys to get an idea of what type of person this is. But we're going to go on to the next question, and it's going to be, what type of wife will Sana be? We have the Six of Coins and a bunch of cards just fell. I'll take the King of Cups. I think that's interesting. Oh. The cards just kept falling to the ground. And then we have the Seven of Coins reversed. So with the Six of Coins, it feels like Sana is the type of person that will give as much as she is given. So she will be the type of partner that will do everything for her partner, and in exchange she expects the same. So Sana is the type of individual that if she's getting a lot of emotional, I guess, how do you call it? emotional love or love shown through actions and words and stuff like that, Sana will give that in return as well. I don't think it will be like eye to eye. I think it will also be, Sana has her own love language, which I don't really remember what she got in her girlfriend reading. So yeah, you guys probably watched it, so you guys know what I'm saying. Like, she has her own love language, and whatever that is, she will definitely use that to express and return all the same feelings that she will be getting from her partner. But with the Six of Coins, it also talks about having good fortune. So I do feel that Sana will probably work a lot still. I don't think marriage will get in the way of her career, especially because we have two coin cards right here. So it definitely feels like Sana will be able to continue working, and she seems to be very happy. And oh, look at this! There was another card on the ground. So we're going to use this as well. It's a Page of Wands. Yeah, with Sana, all the cards were kind of just falling. Anyway. So, yeah, with the Six of Coins, there's this sense of good fortune. So, I don't necessarily think it could mean that Sana will be the breadwinner of the house, but it could also be that she just brings a lot of abundance into the relationship. There also seems to be that I don't know what Sana will be doing, but she does things in such a way that she just brings good karma into the relationship. Because it feels like here you have a person that is like bringing this beetle with the rest of its friends, and they all have coins, and it feels like they're offering those coins to this person for helping them out. So it definitely feels like there's a sense of good fortune, good luck, and like abundance. There's also, I'm getting a sense of inheritance, so maybe money's just randomly coming in for some reason. So I don't know, maybe that could be relevant to Sana being a wife. I don't know. Here we have the King of Cups. So this tells me that Sana is an individual that is very, very loving, very stable, emotionally stable specifically, and she will be very grounded in that sense. She will be able to work from her emotions. Seems like she is divinely protected, because a dragon that is present in this King of Cups, it feels like it is someone that has a lot of wisdom, someone that is taking care of her. So I do feel that she has her ancestors or divinely power taking care of Sana. So as a wife, she will be taken care of, not only financially, but also emotionally. So what I mean by that is that I do feel that life will provide her with the materials that she needs, with the career and work that she needs, as well as with the environment necessary for Sana to do well. So I do feel there's a lot of external energy taking care of her and protecting her and making sure that she is taken care of, which I think I just repeated myself. Now we have the Seven of Coins, which funnily enough, I thought it was the Seven of Cups. So the first thing I thought of when I saw this Seven of Coins reverse, thinking it was a Seven of Cups reverse, I was thinking, oh, Sana's super loyal. When she decides this is a person I want in my life, she's not going to change that. Which I think it still applies because that message just came up to me. However, the Seven of Coins reverse is actually a bit different than what the Seven of Cups will be. In this case, the Seven of Coins reverse will mean someone that has no patience or someone that wants things to go quickly. So I do feel that, and also with this Page of Wands, now that I think about it, it does fit very well, these two cards together. This Page of Wands is someone that is barely starting a journey, it's barely taking action towards something, so this person is fully inspired, fully motivated to go forward and go ahead with this path. So I do feel that there's a sense of being impulsive or a sense of not having patience. So I do feel that Sana could be, pretty stable with her finances, pretty stable with her emotions, but when it comes to taking action, she is pretty impatient. She likes things to just get done. She doesn't really like to beat around the bush. She's very straightforward, to the point, and I do feel that she will be that type of wife as well. And again, because of the Six of Coins, I think she expects to have a partner that will be able to keep up with her energy of constantly doing something, and someone that, funnily enough, someone that doesn't get in her way. So I do feel that she will be the type that will like to continue going at her own pace, regardless if she's married or not. Now, on to the next question. What type of married life will Sana have? We have Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. And we have New Moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. So it seems like, it makes sense why this card came up now that I think about it. It seems like the married life that Sana will have with her partner is one filled with emotional and spiritual peace. Now I'm saying that because we have attuned to the divine, new moon in Pisces. So the new moon talks about a new beginning, a new chapter, a new endeavor she will be embarking on with her marriage if she were to get married. And Pisces is a pretty intuitive sign. Pisces is a water sign as well, and the last sign of the zodiac. So there is a sense of being pretty empathetic to other people, being able to connect to other people pretty well. Someone that is also very intuitive, someone that is very loving and caring, and very, I guess, humanitarian is usually given to Aquarius, but Pisces has those qualities as well from a more emotional base. It's not coming from a place of doing what the right thing or justice. It is about having their heart space in that area of just helping other people. Pisces is also a dreamer. Funnily enough, the Knight of Cups represents Pisces energy, so I just wanted to point that out in case it was something very familiar or similar to the Knight of Cups. But yeah, attuned to the divine and a time for healing. I do feel that this makes total sense because all of that spiritual stuff is something that Sana's partner will provide. This is an individual that is working towards that and is slowly opening to that, and this feels like a very present moment type of thing. So it feels like currently Sana's partner is going through this shift and awakening of sorts. So it makes sense that when Sana gets married, if she were to get married, then it will be a time of healing, a time of being spiritually connected, being aware, being, I was gonna say in control, which I guess, yeah, someone that is aware of their emotions has a better time managing that and adjusting to it and working with it. So there's a sense of control. So yeah, it is, Sana will have the ability to relax and to heal herself and work with herself, maybe even have a bit more patience if necessary, or bringing in and raking in more abundance that life wants to give her. And with attuned to the divine, it just feels co-creating with spirit, working with spirit, you know, doing the things that can be done and letting go of the things that can't be done. So I do feel that Sana will have the type of relationship with her partner. She will have a connection that is very soothing, very relaxing, very smooth and flowy and dreamy and very peaceful. If I hadn't said that yet, it's very peaceful, very relaxing. And it definitely feels like people that are focusing on the present moment and trying to work towards a future in a slow and steady way, even though Sana seems to be impatient. But with that, let's go on to the last question, which is how will the public react to the news of Sana getting married? We have the King of Pentacles reversed. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups reversed and the Moon, right? So a lot of unknowns and a lot of fears will just pop out of nowhere when the news comes up. With this Knight of Pentacles, the first thing I thought of was that people will be afraid that Sana will not be the same, that she will lose some sort of authority or some sort of power. There is a sense of just being afraid that things are not going to work out somehow, because we have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is, you know, working through fears, is facing. Usually when you see this card, this is a card that is someone that's fighting another six wands, but you can't see if people are holding the other end of this. So people usually interpret that as, you know, fears that are, you know, rightfully so there, and, you know, fighting them off. But I interpret it as well as, you know, having fears that are not possibly there, right? So being afraid of the unknown of sorts. And that makes total sense with the moon right here. The moon, see how I mentioned there was a moon card in tarot? That's why I had to be very specific when I was talking about the High Priestess earlier. But the moon is a card of unknowns. It's a card that creates a lot of mystery and a lot of confusion. There's a sense of fogginess or things not being clear. The moon, funnily enough, in tarot represents Pisces energy. So I do feel that there is a sense of there's a divine guidance and intervention. So I do feel that the reaction that people will have is that people will feel like maybe this offer is not the right, you know, this is not the right person. Why is Sana going with this individual? You know, fears are going to start rising up. So I do feel that some fans will attack the individual that Sana will end up being with when this news comes out. With this moon card, it feels like many people are going to be their fears are going to be projected. So when people are speaking up about this, their fears are going to be projected. What I mean is that they're projecting their fears with the words that they're saying. So I do feel that with all this confusion, I do feel that there will be a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunications coming from the fans specifically. I do feel that all of a sudden people are not going to be reading the news correctly and are going to assume a lot of things, and that will create for fans to say things that they mean subconsciously, but they're not fully aware of where those emotions are coming from or where those words are coming from. So I do feel that a lot of people should be very careful with what they're saying. If, you know, because I don't think everyone has a subconscious they are okay with dealing with, if that makes sense. With this King of Pentacles reversed, it kind of feels that a lot of the fears will come with people fearing the position that Sana is in. What I mean by that is that Sana is in a position that many fans will feel is going to be threatened the moment that this news comes out. So the news of Sana getting married will be like, oh, she can't work anymore, we're not going to see her anymore. You know, she's going to lose the reputation that she has or something like that. So some fears are going to start rising up, and I do feel that that could be projected onto the partners. I do feel that a lot of the public could start like shitting on Sana's partner for no reason, because I do see this Knight of Cups as Sana's partner. So I do feel that there is a sense of, oh, now that I think about it, we have two Pisces cards right next to each other. So there is a chance that Sana will announce this. I'm not saying that she is, but like this could be announced during Pisces season, which is the end of February, beginning of March. Or this person could be a Pisces, or maybe Pisces season could be the time that Sana met this person, or when the proposal was put, or something like that. And if not, this could just mean that there is a lot of divine guidance for this connection to happen, or for this connection, that's how it's going to be. Because I don't know if you guys know, but in astrology there is a synastry chart, which is when you combine the energy of two people and you start reading the chart and trying to figure out how both people will get along, how they are individually and how they get along together. So what I'm saying is that with this Pisces energy, it could be the type of energy that Sana will make in combination to her partner. When they come together, it becomes this very Pisces type of energy, very dreamlike, very intuitive, very chameleon-like. You know, people that are very caring and people that can adjust very quickly to their environment. I mean, Pisces is a mutable sign, so that's kind of where I'm getting at. That's just the energy that comes together when Sana is with her partner, and I do feel that that's what many of you guys could feel when they're together. But yeah, I'll leave that there, and I'll go on to the next person, which is Jihyo, and I'm going to say bye to whoever just clicks off the video, and let's just jump on to the next person for the people that are going to stay with me on this journey. So now let's jump onto Jihyo's reading and figure out, is she thinking about marriage right now? The Ace of Wands reversed, the Four of Pentacles upright, wait. And the Two of Cups reverse. No, Jihyo is not thinking about marriage right now. So with the Two of Cups reverse, I was thinking that Jihyo probably hasn't found a deep enough connection that she will want in a partner. So maybe that's why she hasn't even thought about relationships in that way. But the other thing that felt a little bit more prominent was the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles talks about someone that is like holding on to very tightly to their money. Usually it shows this guy that's sitting on a throne, and he has one pentacle in the right hand, on the left hand, and is sitting with one foot on one pentacle and the other foot on the other pentacle. That's usually the imagery shown for the Four of Pentacles in traditional tarot. But here is showing something else. I just wanted to talk about that because usually that is supposed to represent how this person is so focused on their finances, it's so focused on their money, material possessions, and Pentacles also talks about career and work. So it is supposed to represent how someone is so attached to those things that the person can't move on and do anything because they're so focused on those things that they're clinging on to. So I do feel that Jihyo could be in that path as well, that she's so focused on her career, she's so focused on her material possessions, she's so focused on making money potentially, or having material stability. Like, she's so focused on all of that she has not really thought about anything outside of that area that she's so focused in. And here we have the Ace of Wands reversed. So it kind of feels that something new hasn't started. It's not the time for that new chapter in her life. So it feels like life is holding on to the romantic relationships aspect for Jihyo. And if marriage is part of her lifetime goals of sorts, what was I going to say? If it is part of her soul contract, then it feels like it's been put on hold. It feels like the other thing that I'm getting is that maybe Jihyo may have had failed relationships that just kind of may have left her thinking that it's not really worth thinking about marriage, or it's not really time to even worry about that, because maybe things haven't really worked out enough for her to start planning on creating that type of path for herself. So I do feel that that's why she may be focusing on her career. Again, that Ace of Wands definitely feels like it's just not the right time. It feels like timing is an issue right now. Not as in like, oh, she should get married now and that's why it's not happening. No, it's just that right now the timing is in the favor of her career and she is working on that. So life is just kind of helping her in that end. And it feels like it's not really the time right now for her to think about marriage because she's focusing on other things, and it's perfectly fine. So I don't feel that there's any sort of pressure or resistance of any sort coming from Jihyo. I just feel that she's just doing her own thing right now, and marriage is not one of the things she's working on right now. So let's go on to the next question. The next question is to figure out what type of spouse Jihyo will get. The first part though is, what type of partner does Jihyo want? We have a peacock. What type of partner does Jihyo need? We have the earthworm. Somebody else had this too, and I was surprised when I saw the earthworm. Like, who needs an earthworm? It's strange. Anyway, so here with the peacock, it feels like Jihyo wants someone that can handle being under the spotlight, someone that can handle being under the public's eye, someone that is able to deal with the constant criticism or the constant admiration that the public gives to someone that is under the spotlight. So someone that can handle it, basically. Because if you look right here, all those feathers kind of look like eyes, and they look very similar to the eye that the peacock has. So that's why I'm saying that. Here we have an air element, so Jihyo wants a partner that can clearly communicate what they're thinking, someone that has a clear mind, someone that has a strong sense of justice. I don't know why that kind of randomly came up. the peacock doesn't make me think of that. She may want a partner that's a bit more like grandiose, flamboyant, and flashy. So she may want someone that is a little bit more out there. I guess appearances are something that Jihyo is looking at, but this is not necessarily appearances of, is this person good looking? Is this person fit? No, it's more about the vibe and energy that the person has that makes other people look at them and makes other people admire them and makes other people be like awestruck of sorts, right? So I do feel that Jihyo wants someone that can stand next to her and shine brightly as well. The colors that we have right here are yellow, a bit of green, and blue. So again, someone that can like speak very well, someone that knows how to say what they think very clearly, and they have a very clear mind. I'm not saying clear mind as in like free of guilt. I mean someone that can think clearly kind of way. Also, with all of that yellow, there's a sense of someone that's very confident, optimistic, and very creative. And then the green talks about the heart chakra, so this is someone that genuinely feels what they say, genuinely does as they feel, and stuff along those lines. But what Jihyo needs is an earthworm. She needs someone that is very direct, straightforward, and has clear boundaries, but I'm thinking more of maybe a Mars and Virgo type of energy, or someone that has a good sense of organization, and someone that not necessarily sees things black and white. It's more as someone that knows their values very well. So I guess boundaries is a good way of putting it, but it goes beyond that. It is definitely someone that knows what they believe in and they're unshakable. So maybe a fifth sign, maybe Virgo could be, I guess, the organization part of a Virgo. I'm not saying that this person has any of those qualities. I mean, any of those signs. I'm not saying this person's a Virgo. I'm not saying this person needs to be a fifth sign. I'm just saying like those are the qualities that I'm thinking of when I think of this earthworm. Someone that's very grounded. This is an earth element, so I guess that makes sense, right? Someone that's stable, someone that's grounded, someone that maybe keeps to themselves, but in the inside it is an individual that is in full alignment. So I guess Jihyo needs someone that is not as flashy as she will want. She needs someone that is a little bit more toned down, someone that is a bit calmer, someone that is a bit more sweet, someone that is caring and very protective, not only of their own energy, but of the people they care about. And this feels like I'm getting flashbacks to whoever got the earthworm before, which I believe it was Nayeon. She had it as well. And I remember talking something about a promise. So I do feel that with Jihyo, she needs someone that is also able to keep their promises. But you see the lines in both of these cards. It feels like Jihyo wants someone that maybe on the outside shows like someone that has their shit together, but maybe in the background or in the inside this person has like a lot of things going on, a lot of ideas. But she needs someone that has those lines a little bit cleared up, so someone that actually is stable enough to ground those ideas and have clear thoughts. But let's continue. What type of partner will Jihyo end up getting? Oh, we have 3 cards? Oh, they're 4. I'll take the 4. I didn't even get to shuffle that much. The cards just kind of came out. So we have the Hierophant reversed. We have the Ace of Pentacles upright. We have Justice reversed. And we have the 2 of Swords upright. I was going to say the 2 of Wands for some reason. Okay, so what type of partner will Jihyo end up getting? Someone that the first thing that I'm thinking of is someone that is non-conventional. With this hermit, oh my god, you heard me? This Hierophant card, it kind of feels like this is someone that doesn't really, either someone that is rebellious or someone that doesn't like to do what other people tell them to do. This is someone that has their own sense of justice, and because the Justice card is reversed, so it feels like this person could be a little bit out of balance, because this person could struggle to make decisions. But one thing that this person has that helps them be grounded is that they know where their values stand. This person knows what they believe in very strongly, and one of the things that it feels like this person believes in is to not take the path that is labeled as the right path. And when I mean labeled as the right path, I mean the path that everyone thinks that's how things have to be. This is the conventional way of doing things. This strikes me as someone that is okay with walking the path that could be chaotic, or the path that many could feel is not the right one. Because here we have Justice, which is kind of like makes me think of like what's the right thing to do, and then the Hierophant is always about like the traditional route. So I do feel that this is someone that is okay going out of the predestined path, or the path that everyone has walked on. It feels like this is someone that likes to do things a bit different, likes to shake it up a bit more. This Ace of Pentacles tells me that this person is actually very lucky, or this person gets a lot of opportunities, and this person seems to take them, despite having a lot of issues deciding which one is the one that this person wants to take. Because this Two of Swords talks about indecision. This Two of Swords talks about having at least two different options and trying to decide between the two. The recommendation is always to use intuition, because here the person is blindfolded, so it's the advice of don't take things at face value. Look beyond surface level information, and that information that is necessary to get to make the right choice with this Two of Swords is an intuitive decision and getting intuitive information and knowledge. So it's kind of the energy of following your gut feeling, that type of energy. So Jihyo will end up with someone that will have to trust their gut feeling a lot, because this sense of indecision, this person has a lot of options, especially with their finances, with their career. And this Ace of Pentacles feels like this person's very lucky money wise and with their career. Like things just happen, opportunities just happen, or this person gets a lot of projects that are very beneficial, but they could be non-conventional, and to many people it could feel very chaotic. There's a sense of harmony that comes with the Justice card. So with it being reversed, it feels like maybe things just go out of balance, or when this person gets a new opportunity, a new idea, or a new project, it throws them on a loop, because they're thinking, okay, what am I going to do? How is it going to work out? It feels like this person could have a job that's very non-conventional. So this person could be a freelancer of sorts, right? Someone that takes on projects, and the flow of those projects are not always consistent. The money that comes in is not always the best, but there is a sense that this person is very lucky. So I do feel that even if it's a very non-conventional job, it's still very stable somehow. Yeah. On to the next thing. I was wondering if there was anything else to say, but I guess not. So what type of wife will Jihyo be if she were to get married? We have the Nine of Cups reverse. We have the Tower, the Knight of Coins, and the Queen of Cups. 4 cards again. So the Nine of Cups reverse tells me someone, usually when it's upright, it talks about someone that is very satisfied, someone, a wish come true. So it feels like Jihyo is going to be the type of wife that she may have not even thought she would have been. I do feel that there's maybe a certain idea of what type of wife she planned to be, and then it just kind of didn't happen. because I feel that maybe she dreamed like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm going to do that, and then it just didn't work out that way. Like that dream didn't come true. However, I don't think that's necessarily bad because we have a tower right next to it, and the tower's reversed. So I do feel that that kind of shows that there was like avoiding issues, right? So I do feel that Jihyo may not, like, whatever idea she had of like the type of wife she was going to be, that didn't work out. Like it didn't happen that way because that was not the way that will emotionally make her happy or satisfy her. I do feel there's this sense of like, yeah, sacrifices had to be made somehow, but she will be the type of wife that is very good at seeing the reality of things and being able to constantly create a very strong foundation. Because that tower card reverse makes me think of someone that is avoiding a conflict or is avoiding an issue, it's avoiding a sense of the construction, a sense of avoiding a clashing of energy, right? Like the epiphany happened, and yeah, maybe things didn't go ideally as she may have wished, but a big problem was avoided. So I do think Jihyo is the type of partner, you know, she will be the type of wife that can solve issues very quickly, very easily. She has the resources, the skills to make sure that things don't get out of hand, that things, you know, that the home is always stable and always put together. So I do think that she has that power and that energy. Here we have Mars energy, so there is a sense of always taking action towards making sure that everything's safe and everything's stable. We have the Knight of Coins, so this tells me that Jihyo is very good at analyzing a situation. She's very good at observing the details of what's going on. She's also very good at bringing abundance to her home, and she's a very hardworking individual. So I do feel that there is a sense of like she's very good at looking out for opportunities, and that brings a lot of good luck to the family or to her home. She is able to just adjust accordingly for her work to work and just function. So I do feel that this Knight of Coins is supposed to show that Jihyo is going to have very good routines that are beneficial to all the things that she wants to do. May it be in relation to her work, in relation to her home, in relation to herself, to her partner. Like she is able to create very healthy routines and is able to create a very healthy relationship with her work and with all aspects of her life. Like she knows how to make it all flow and how to harmonize all of those aspects into one path or one flow, if that makes sense. Like she knows just how to make everything work together and how it all connects. So it's not overwhelming. Now the other card that we have here is the Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio energy, and this tells me that Jihyo is going to be a very passionate partner. She is going to be a wife that is filled with love, that is very intuitive, and has a very sharp eye. These two cards right next to each other kind of feel like someone that is very grounded and is very emotionally aware. So I do feel that Jihyo has a very good eye at seeing how other people feel and just kind of sensing what the, you know, what her surroundings are feeling like and how it's all working out together. So she seems to have a very good eye at situations, very good eye at just understanding how things are working out and how things are panning out. I do feel that she has very good intuition as well. Like Jihyo knows how to listen to her gut feeling and going with that and understanding if she's on the right path, or it feels also with the other cards that she has, it kind of feels like she knows when something, like when a storm is brewing, and she knows how to avoid it or how to calm it down or how to make sure that the hit of the storm is not as bad as it could have been if she had not seen it coming. So I do feel that she's very good at preparing and adjusting to very quick situations when she feels like she's being put in danger, or when she feels like her home will be put in danger. And when I mean home, I don't mean like a physical house. I mean home as in like family, the place that feels like home and all of that. Now let's figure out what type of married life will Jihyo have with her partner. The card that came out was Void of Course Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Damn. What does that mean? And one more card. We have New Moon in Taurus, Know Your Worth. So, new moons talk about new beginnings, new chapters. Know Your Worth it feels like there's a sense of having to let go of the past, or letting go of of baggage or situations that just didn't work out. So I do feel that Jihyo and her partner will have the type of, her married life is just going to be filled with letting go of past situations or things that didn't really work out, or or something that, because know your worth makes me think of someone that has to let go of limited beliefs, or letting go of ideas that are constricting or holding someone back, and is an individual that's trying to empower themselves, right? So with the void of course moon, nothing will come of the situation, makes me think of those times when people put a lot of energy into a project or into a situation, and then when it doesn't work out, the healthy thing to do is just to let it go and move on. So I do feel with this married life that Jihyo will have the type of married life where she will learn how to let go of that baggage, how to not constantly put in energy in situations that don't work anymore, and to make sure to let go of that baggage and responsibilities. I think it leans more towards baggage, but responsibilities could be add on weight to the already baggage that Jihyo could be carrying. So, this could be about her partner as well, right? Having a partner that has a lot of baggage to let go of, and stuff. However, I do feel that with the energies that we have right here, it feels like Jihyo will end up with someone that is okay with brewing a storm. It is someone that is, metaphorically, this is someone that chases storms, right? It's is it a storm chaser? Is that really, is that the word I'm looking for? Those, those people, right? That go after storms. Twister, anyone? Okay, I'll leave it there. I don't remember. But yeah, with Know Your Worth, it definitely feels like Jihyo will end up with a person that knows their worth, and because of that, they go down the path that they're happy with, and this person doesn't care about what other people think. This person doesn't care about the higher up authority. This person sees what, the path that society says, this is the right path, this is how things should be, this is how things have to be. And this person says, I'm not going down that path. I'm doing my own thing. So I do feel that this is a person that knows their worth so well that is going to rub off to Jihyo, and Jihyo is going to also start noticing, what's her worth, how, what path does she want to take, and how, she's so attached to her career that maybe she feels that things have to be a certain way. Saving up money because that's what people do to make more money, or something like that. Like, she has an idea that it's a little bit old-fashioned, or not old-fashioned in sense of how society sees things, but old-fashioned in the way that it works with Jihyo's energy. She has an idea of how things have to be, that it gets in the way of the energy that Jihyo currently has, or it's aiming towards, her soul is aiming towards. I hope that makes sense. But the last question that we have right here is, how will the public react to the news of Jihyo getting married? So we have the Hierophant reversed. We have Temperance. Oh. We have Justice reversed. And we have the Lovers. Oh, jeez. So we have 4 major arcana. So this is big. Now, I don't know why it's such a big reaction. It could be a very big reaction, or it could also be that however things work out when the news comes out is very important to what is divinely being orchestrated for Jihyo and her path. One thing that I do want to mention is having the Hierophant reversed twice makes me think that maybe Jihyo will not have a traditional married life, and she will not have a traditional wedding as well. So I do feel that, my sister will have to put it up again because I forgot what it was. Those people that don't get married but they're together, so it's kind of like they're married but not officially. I do feel that Jihyo could end up having something like that because that Hierophant is reversed twice. So I do feel that maybe it's not going to be traditional, it's not going to be normal, or maybe it will somehow not be approved by the fans as well. I do feel that there's a sense of I feel some fans are not going to be happy with how bizarre the connection is and how strange it is and how non-traditional it is. I don't know why fans will be bothered with that, but it also feels like maybe I don't know, because one of the things that the first things that I thought of when I saw the Hierophant reverse and Temperance come up, I was like, oh, this makes me think of people being like, oh, Jihyo is with this person for such a long time, a very long relationship, why aren't they getting married? That's the next logical step. So I do feel with this Temperance card, which talks about having patience, people are just going to be like waiting for the news to come out, but it never comes out, because I'm again, it feels like Jihyo may not get officially married. Like, I'm getting a very strong vibes that could happen, especially because justice is reversed. I do feel that maybe legally the process of getting married doesn't happen, so it's all of just like, it's a promise of being together, but it's not traditional. It's not, it's not, no one signs papers to say, legally by the eyes of the law, marriage has happened. I don't think that's going to be something happening with Jihyo. But with the lovers, it tells me that, people are going to see the connection between Jihyo and her partner is going to be very close. It's going to be a relationship that is running deep, is one filled with good opportunities, filled with a lot of good communication and a lot of affection. So I do feel that people will be able to notice that, and people are going to be pretty content with it. So I do feel that because of that, I guess it makes sense why people are going to be like, so when is Jihyo going to get married? That's the next step. And then it never happens. With this Justice card reverse, it definitely feels like, because Justice does talk, it represents Libra energy. Justice talks about balance. It talks about, justice and being fair. But Justice talks also about legal stuff, courts, trials, that kind of thing. And when you connect Justice to a Libra card, Libra is a sign about the other. So I do feel that this makes me think about, the legal paperwork that has to be signed when two people get married. With it being reversed, it just feels like it doesn't happen. I don't feel that there's this harmony in the fandom, or I don't feel this harmony with the fans or the reaction. Like, of course, there could be mixed reactions, but I feel that there's a sense of waiting. Like, I think the news never comes. Or maybe the news comes in such a way that people are going to be like, oh, so are they going to get married? And then it doesn't happen. I don't know. It's strange. Because the reaction doesn't seem to be bad. It just feels like, I just find it very funny that the Hierophant can reverse here and Justice can reverse here, twice. I find that very funny. Like, maybe the fact that Jihyo doesn't get married could be because she will end up with a partner that doesn't like to do like the traditional thing of anything. So maybe getting married by law is not something this person will want. And I think Jihyo will be okay with it. I guess it makes sense why the Nine of Cups is reversed, right? She will be a wife, but technically not really. So I guess it's like things didn't really happen how she thought about it, but it's still kind of worked out somehow. So, but yeah, there's a sense of like there is balance, because Temperance also kind of talks about balance between two worlds. So there is balance, but at the same time, it's not officially on paper. I don't know. It feels very strange. But I'll leave that there. I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is. And I'll jump on to the next person. But for those of you that are leaving me right now, bye. We'll see each other on the next one. But now I'll go on to Mina. So, welcome to everyone that jumped into Mina, or is ready to watch Mina's section of her marriage life spouse thingy. Ugh. My brain is already, it's already, you turn it off. Anyway, so, is Mina currently thinking about marriage? We have the Tower reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, and I'm gonna take both of these cards because the answer was no anyway. And we have the 5 of Wands reversed with the 9 of Swords upright. So is Mina thinking about marriage? No. Oh my god, I put it in the thumbnail now. I guess whoever I want. But yeah, is she thinking of marriage? The answer is no. The first 2 cards that came out were reversed, so that was automatically a no. And usually I only take 3 cards, but since the answer was going to be a no, it didn't really matter what the other 2 cards were going to be. Especially because I saw that 5 of Wands was reversed, so that's still a no. So I just took the other card as well, which is the 9 of Swords. So with the Tower reverse, there's a sense of maybe there's a bit of resistance of sorts, or there is maybe rebuilding of something. So the Tower usually talks, it's Mars energy, it talks about having to, a destruction of a foundation in order to create a stronger one, to build upon a more stable one as well. So with it being reversed, it could mean the opposite meaning, but in this case I feel that it's more of the, it doesn't feel like a Tower moment was avoided. It doesn't feel like it's over. It feels like it's almost done, but it's not completely, whatever cycle the Tower brings, it's not completely over. So what I'm getting at is that Mina could have gone through a period that has caused her to have a moment of rebirth of sorts in relation to her foundation. Whatever foundation could just mean who she is as a person, whatever ground she's standing on. I don't mean that literally, I mean that figuratively. So yeah, it feels like something was destroyed in her life somehow, and she had to like reconstruct it again and build upon it. But now I feel as a different individual, as a new person, building upon it, because now she's a lot stronger, she's a lot better now, and a little bit more in tune with who she is as an individual and as a soul. So I do feel that all of that has aligned in such a way that now she is working towards creating this new life with a new version of herself. And that Tower card reverse just feels like she's in a moment right now, or in a period where she is slowly recovering from that Tower moment that may have caused a sort of like domino effect. And the next card that we have is the Queen of Cups reversed. So I feel that that's Scorpio energy, so we have Mars and Scorpio right there. So it feels like she may have had, again, this sense of rebirth. She may have had gone through such a period where now she is still working on how she sees herself and what emotions are invoked when she thinks of herself. This seems to be a lot about who she is. Right now I'm thinking of Scorpio as the ruler of the 8th house. And I'm thinking of inheritance, because the 8th house could talk about inheritance. Yes, it could be money related, but I do believe that inheritance could also mean skills and abilities. So I do feel that there's probably a sense of embracing her ancestral background of sorts, or accepting who, like, the gifts that she has, so who she is in that sense as well. The gifts that she may have inherited from the family or from her ancestors. I do feel that this could be like an intuitive gift, something that cannot be seen. But at the same time, I do feel that Mina could be working on her intimacy. I've been thinking about that lately a lot, because I was working on something and I was looking at different like astrology places, and I was, just for fun, looking at charts and thinking, how does this work? How will this build a person? What does this make a person, and all of that. And when I was doing that, I saw like placements in the 8th house, and I was thinking, when someone has difficult planets in the 8th house, it probably talks about people that are working in intimacy, creating close and deep connections with other people. Not intimacy necessarily related to sex, but intimacy as in creating a strong bond with someone where vulnerability can be open and free, if that makes sense. So I do feel that Mina could be working towards that as well, and all of that could be the reason why she's not thinking about marriage, because she's still focusing on herself. It feels like that's the whole point right now. We have the 5 of Wands reversed, so I feel that she's not fighting whatever conflict she may have had anymore. She's just kind of going with the flow and learning from it. However, this card, and I think this is the most important, is a Nine of Swords. Despite her not fighting the challenges and difficulties she's encountering, and not fighting, like, she's not resisting the change that she's going through. However, it is very stressful and difficult for her because we have the Nine of Swords. So the change that she's going through is getting in the way of her thinking about marriage, but it is also making her feel very stressed, very overwhelmed. She could have nightmares, or she could just be overthinking things a lot, because the Nine of Swords talks about an individual that's going through a rough period. So I don't think she's necessarily resistant or fighting the situation she's currently in, and the change and the transformation that she's going through. It's just bringing her a lot of stress. I feel that that's the thing. And with the moon in the background, it made me think of someone connecting to their subconscious. So I do feel that Mina is not thinking about marriage, because the whole point is for her to focus on herself and continue rebuilding herself. I do feel this strong sense of rebuilding. But let's go on to the next question to figure out what type of spouse Mina will get. So the first section is going to be to figure out what type of partner she wants. I'll take this one. We have a buffalo. So Mina wants a buffalo. Let's put that one there. But what type of partner does Mina need? We have a dragonfly. Okay. So Mina wants a buffalo. A buffalo strikes me as someone that is very stable, because it's an earth element, and there is purple, a violetish purple, so that makes me think of the third eye. Hold up. So that kind of feels like the energy of someone that is very intuitively connected, someone that is very aware, someone that has a very open third eye, so someone that follows their gut feeling. And I'm feeling a pain on my stomach, so a sense of, I felt it the moment I was talking about that, so she could be nervous right now, I don't know, or very anxious as well, or maybe whatever thing she's working on is something that takes a very big toll on her physical body as well. Anyway, going back to the partner. So the type of partner that she wants is someone that's stable, someone that's physically stable. Why did I say physical? I was thinking of someone that is grounded, rooted. Yeah, I'm physically stable, I guess. I don't... like, in my head it makes sense, but I don't mean it literally, if that makes sense. I mean it's someone that has a pretty good idea of what they're doing and where they're going. It definitely feels like someone that is slow but steady, you know, someone that's taking steps forwards, but someone that still has a fire within them, someone that has a very creative and flowing mind, because this lightning strike, this lightning bolt makes me think of the lightning that usually appears in the tower, which, oh, we have it right here so I can show it. So right here in the tower, you can't see it that well right here, but there is a lightning bolt, like there's lightning striking the top of the tower. It's supposed to symbolize like an epiphany or a sudden shock or a sudden involvement of divine power, right? Something that comes out of nowhere. And that's why I was thinking of that, because this lightning in the background made me think of someone that is able to be themselves and stay grounded despite having a messy environment. So this definitely strikes me as Mina wants a partner that can stay stable despite having external conflicts or having external influences getting in the way. Because it makes me think of, yeah, this could be like Mina wants someone that's creative and someone that has a lot of epiphanies, but it also strikes me as Mina wanting someone that can be kind of like the eye of the storm, right? Like, you know, hurricane, when you're in the eye of the storm, that point is very, very calm. But then when you hit like the surrounding area of the eye of the storm, is like dangerous. So yeah, it feels like Mina wants a partner that can handle, like, can be very calm despite things being chaotic in the environment. But the type of partner that she needs, here we have an air element. So she needs someone that can clearly communicate. She needs someone that has a clear mind, someone that can effectively put their ideas out there and express them. I'm seeing this more of someone that not only can they speak eloquently, but is someone that can express themselves with their body, someone that can express themselves with their work, or there's many ways of expressing ideas. It doesn't have to be just with speech. But since it's an air element, speech is the first thing people think of, and those people being me. But I do want to point out, and I always point it out with this dragonfly because it's the only one that has it. The dragonfly has a blue triangle pointing down, and the blue triangle is usually the symbol used for water elements. And since it's blue, in this case, you can think about it as a water element as well. But here, with these cards, I usually use colors as a way to connect them to chakras. And blue symbolizes the throat chakra. So someone that speaks their truth, she needs someone that can speak from their heart, because here you can see specks of green in the wings of the dragonfly. So this tells me that she needs someone that can constantly transform and constantly speak their truth and express who they really are, and also speak from their heart. So someone that's very honest. I think she needs someone that's very honest, someone that can say what they think very well. And this blue triangle, okay, the triangle pointing down makes me think of a water element. So I do feel that she needs someone that can also communicate how they feel, their emotions, so the intellectual side, and then the heart matters, right? She needs someone that can communicate that and have a very good balance between that. Water and air as elements are not necessarily opposite, so they don't necessarily clash, but and they don't necessarily get along either. It's just kind of like meh. It's like it's not good or bad. It's a neutral energy between water and air. So I do feel that Mina needs someone that can bring those two things together and make them work. So this dragonfly makes me think of something like that. And right now I'm getting the imagery. I'm gonna give the card to my editor monkey and she'll pull it up for you guys. But this dragonfly is reminding me of a card from the Sacred Earth Oracle, and it's this girl with very red hair, and she has a dragonfly in the area of her heart, and it's green. So it always makes me think of the heart space. So someone that has a very healthy heart chakra, or someone that knows how to use it very well. But let's see what type of partner Mina will get. What type of spouse will Mina end up getting? Oh, we have 3 cards already. The 10 of Cups reverse, the Queen of Swords upright, and the 6 of Pentacles. I was gonna say the 6 of Coins. That's because one of the other tarot decks that I'm using says coins instead of pentacles. So this 10 of Cups reverse tells me that she's going to be with someone that can offer a happily ever after, but I think it's going to be with some work. I do feel that this is someone that has the potential to give her a happily ever after. The whole thing, like, if kids are going to be involved, kids, marriage, emotional satisfaction. But because if you look at it right here, you have a whole family, everyone's happy, everyone's hanging out, the cups are here. You can even see a family of blue birds right here. It's very cute. But with it in reverse, I do feel that maybe the person at the present moment is not ready to give all of that, but the potential is there. So with it being reversed, I'm not saying like, Mina's gonna end up with someone that can't give her that. It's just someone that's working towards that. Especially, like, I feel this person's working towards that because we have the 6 of Pentacles. So this tells me that this person is very fair. This tells me that this person loves to give a lot. Because here, the 6 of Pentacles, it shows someone that's giving fortune to these other people that need it. And there's a balance right here. So that's why with the 6 of Pentacles, it always talks about an individual that is equal give and take, right? So it's a balanced relationship. So I do feel that Mina will end up getting a spouse that will give as much as they're taking. This is going to be someone that could be very lucky with money or bring a lot of physical abundance to the relationship. or someone that just is a magnet to physical abundance. Now I'm talking about physical abundance because Pentacles talks about material things, material possessions, career, work, health, and money, of course. So that's why I'm saying like those things that Pentacles talk about, that's what this person can bring. And with that balance, this tells me that this person is pretty fair. She will end up having a partner that's fair in the sense of, if you give me this, I give you this. If you give me this amount of time, I'm going to give you this amount of time. You put this amount of effort, I put this amount of effort. That type of thing. So very fair. And the other card that we have here is the Queen of Swords. So this is an individual that has Aquarius-like qualities. So someone that's witty, someone that is assertive, someone that has whatever they believe in, it's unshakable. We have birds, butterflies. So this tells me that this is someone that goes through a lot of transformations, or someone that is very good at saying what they believe in, and they don't mind. I'm thinking of the butterfly effect. So I think this is a person that is very aware of that butterfly effect, how one thing causes another thing, and so on and so on. So how even the smallest of details and the smallest of words can have big repercussions, was the word that came up, but you know, they can have big consequences. So sometimes one word is enough to help somebody in a very difficult moment, and sometimes one word could be the destruction of somebody, right? So I do feel that this person has a very good understanding of that, you know, the thin line between being able to help other people and also destroying other people. Because right now that I'm looking at the sword that this Queen of Swords is holding, I'm thinking of the double-edged sword, which is something that people usually talk about when they talk about justice. The Justice card has a sword and she's pointing it up, right? And people talk about the double-edged sword, talking about, you know, how there's two sides to something, right? So I do feel that in this case, this person could have those qualities as well. And also this mountain makes me think that this is someone that has a very good perspective and is able to see things from a different point of view than other people, and also has encountered a lot of challenges in their life. I'm also thinking that this person could be a bit aloof because of the clouds going around the Queen of Swords. This person could daydream a lot or always think about new things and how to be innovative, because the Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is all about being innovative and doing things differently, thinking outside the box. But now let's go on to the next question and figure out what type of wife will Mina be. We have the Seven of Wands. Oh, that card just jumped. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands reversed. A bunch of wands. So Mina's gonna be a very passionate wife. I don't necessarily, I mean that in all the sense of the word. So the first card that we have for the type of wife that Mina will be is the Seven of Wands. Now, the imagery of the Seven of Wands in this deck is different from how I usually interpret the Seven of Wands. And I really like that, because this tells me that whatever idea I have of the Seven of Wands, it doesn't apply with this deck. So this is good in the case of Mina. So this Seven of Wands talks about someone that is very strong, someone that is working and trying to break free from their fears. That's what this card feels like when I see it. You know, we have the sun, so it feels like someone that is being powered by the sun, someone that is being helped and influenced by the energy of something that you can't ignore, right? The sun. And here, it feels like someone that is like hammering and building something and working towards something. It also feels like it's like breaking this stone, like getting rid of obstacles. So I do feel that Mina will be the type of wife that is constantly thinking of solutions, constantly powering through difficulties, constantly trying to find the path that, and overcoming challenges and finding the path that will solve any sort of issues. Here we look at the background, there's a train, there's a forest, and there's mountains. So mountains in backgrounds usually make me think of a path of difficulties and challenges, but all of that is behind this person. So this makes me think that Mina will be the type of wife that will always try to look for solutions, will always try to look at the positive aspects, and will try to stay strong for her partner. And I'm saying that because the next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about someone that is scared, someone that is very cautious, someone that has gone through a lot of difficulties in their lifetime, and because of that they're very hurt, and because of that they are very cautious and they're protecting themselves, they have their guard up, they're very defensive. So I do feel like Mina has a very delicate heart, or she'll be the type of wife that will she will try not to, but she could take things very personally. So I do feel that could be the reason why she needs a partner that speaks very clearly and it speaks from their heart, because I do feel that Mina takes things at face value sometimes, or when she hears things that are being said to her, she takes it very personally. So I do feel that other people may not have noticed this, and because of that they may have said things that could have hurt her a lot, and because of that she has her guard up now. So this Nine of Wands tells me that this is someone that has battle scars that have not healed fully, and based on the imagery here, I do feel that those could be baggage or ghost of the past that she hasn't been able to overcome, and I think she will carry that into her partnership. But she will try to stay optimistic, and she will try to overcome any challenge. However, she still seems to have baggage that could influence her relationship. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands reverse. So this is Leo energy. This is the energy of someone that is working towards their confidence, someone that is working to be okay under the spotlight. This is someone that is still trying to find their inner beauty, someone that is trying to be secure and confident in who they are as a person, and one of the phrases that I'm getting is like fill up her shoes or something like that. So I guess she has a responsibility that she's trying to fulfill. So I do feel that as a wife, she will see like there's a lot of work that has to be done and a lot of expectations and responsibilities that is going to, I do feel it's going to take her a while to start enjoying, because this Queen of Wands is someone that's very passionate, someone that's positive, someone that's motivated, someone that is very content with life. And with it being reversed, I just feel that Mina's working towards that. It's going to take her a while to enjoy her role as a wife, if she were to become one, and just to take things and see it from a good point of view, because I do feel that there's a sense of responsibility that she will find very difficult to embrace, or find very difficult to hold on to. I guess she will just be very hard on herself, and all of this talks about action. So I do feel that she may think about it in such a way that it doesn't get in the way of her actions, but her actions will clearly reflect all of these mixed feelings she will have as a wife, if she were to be one. So I do feel that it's going to take her a while to find that confidence as having that role in her life. So now let's figure out what type of married life will Mina have. Oh, so I'm going to take the one that went all the way over there. We have full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So Aries energy. And the full moon talks about being at the pinnacle energy. What type of married life will Mina have? This one was kind of jumping up. We have last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. So the last quarter moon talks about like the last bit of energy before a new cycle enters. So that's kind of like the things that have to be left behind, which, I mean, it makes sense, leave the past behind. I'm thinking of this Capricorn energy. My south node is in Capricorn, which if you talk about the nodes in astrology, your north node is kind of like like your destiny in life, if you look at your natal chart, and the south node talks about the past, like who you probably were in a past life and the baggage that you carry from that. So I am seeing this, and it kind of makes me chuckle a little bit, because same. But yeah, this full moon in Aries tells me that Mina will have the type of lifestyle. We have two cardinal signs, so action is being emphasized in Mina's married life. It feels like with the fiery climax approaches, it's like a lot of good things are about to happen. Aries is about all about the self. It's baby energy, and by that I mean, like in astrology, Aries is the first sign, so it's like very pure, very innocent. It is still new. It is still filled with passion and filled with inspiration and motivation to just experience life and live it. So I do feel that in this case, a fiery climate approaches with a full moon in Aries. It feels like Mina will just live life again when she gets married. She will have the type of married life that is about exploring. It's about meeting the world. It's about living life again. It's about doing what she wants to do, what she's passionate about, and not being afraid of anything. Because I do feel that she may carry a lot of fears. There's a lot of wants, I want to emphasize. The fire here and here. So I do feel that in Mina's married life, she will encounter a period where she will just be, she will feel free to just do anything. She will feel open. She will feel like everything's possible and there's nothing to be afraid of. I think she will not be afraid of failure, nor will she be overwhelmed with baggage and fears that she may have had. The other card that we have right here is Capricorn energy, so that feels like a sense of reputation, a sense of public eye, a sense of career, that kind of energy. And with Leave the Past Behind, I do feel that Mina will constantly go through a period of working through her fears, of going through her baggage, of trying to rethink her perspective and trying to overcome any responsibilities and expectations that are weighing her down. So I do feel that there's a sense of healing, of just, again, the thing that keeps coming up is living life again. So I do feel that Mina will have a married life that will encourage her to just take action in what she wants and what she desires and what she's passionate about, rather than living in this constricting world that filled with expectations and responsibilities. So I do feel that in her married life, she will have the style that is a little bit more relaxed and chill and, laid back. But now to the last question, which is, let's figure out how will the public react to the marriage news of Mina. You have the Two of Wands reversed. You have Temperance. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So Temperance, patience and balance. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. I do feel that the public will feel very protective and will want to take care of Mina during the time, when the news comes out. There's a sense of like keeping something safe or holding onto something very dearly. So I don't know if this could go like two ways, right? Especially with this Temperance card, it feels like there's like two sides to something. I feel like some people are going to be like, don't take Mina away or stuff like that. Fans are gonna be whining like, oh no, she's gonna get married, she's not ours, like she ever was, nervous after. But at the same time, I feel that other people are going to be like treasuring Mina and be like, we want to take care of her, we want to protect her. So it doesn't, like, there's an energy of some people being so attached that they're looking at this person like a threat, like, oh, don't get near her, leave her alone. While other people want to treasure her and take care of her, that it kind of feels like people sending off their daughter to get married, right? Like, take care of her and, be a good influence to my daughter here. Now go off and get married, right? So I do feel that there's two senses to this Four of Pentacles, right? Some people that take care of her in a healthy way, and that's why they're like, I want her to be happy, I want her to be safe, and they're just sending good blessings and prayers. And then other people that are very clingy and attached and are like, no, get away from her, right? So yeah, that's like the two sides that I'm getting with that Temperance card. But there's a sense of patience, there's a sense of Sagittarius energy, so a sense of freedom. So I do feel that maybe some people will feel relieved when the news comes out. I'm not too sure why. I do feel with this Two of Wands, there's a sense of going out of someone's comfort zone, someone that has the world in their hands, and is thinking of taking action, but with it being reversed, it feels like there may have been a blockage, or they may have been, or maybe someone that's, I don't know. I actually feel a sense of freedom seeing the Two of Wands reverse, especially since I started talking about it when I was talking about the freedom that Temperance kind of brings. So I do feel that the general public will kind of react to the news as being relieved. I feel. I'm not too sure why people will feel relieved, but I do feel that it could be like going out of someone's comfort zone, something different. Because I'm not thinking of Temperance as its meaning. Because I'm thinking of how Temperance represents Sagittarius energy, and Sagittarius is all about freedom. It's all about expansion because it's ruled by Jupiter. It's all about higher philosophy, higher thinking, different cultures, foreign lands. So it's just about seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from, seeing the bigger picture. So with both of those things combined, it feels like people will feel a sense of relief, a sense of freedom. So maybe when the news comes up, people are going to be pretty understanding, maybe, because there's a sense of balance, right? There's a sense of seeing things for what they are, or seeing both sides, or something like that. So I do feel that people's reactions are not that bad, because I see a sense of patience. I do feel that a lot of the public will wait a little bit before they respond. So I do feel that there's some people that will actually give some thought into the reactions to this. I do feel that some people will actually think about it and process the information before they start speaking about it. So I do feel that there's people that will actually weigh the options or think about it, like, is this good or is this bad? How is this good? How is this bad? And then react to it and make it public for other people to know. So yeah, with that Two of Wands reverse, I didn't necessarily feel anything bad. I just felt a sense of relief and freedom. I'm not too sure why necessarily, but I do feel that with this Two of Wands, it feels like when the news comes out, there's not a lot of information, but then when people start thinking about it deeply and looking at details here and there, they will get an idea of what the bigger picture is. And that's when people will either be like, holding on dearly to Mina and be like, don't take her away. And then other people that will send her off to just have a happy life. Which, seeing the married life that she will have, I think a lot of people will be able to see the potential of that 10 of Cups and the happiness and the happily ever after that Mina could get if she were to get married. But I'll leave that there. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you find it entertaining. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one, or whenever that is. And remember that this is not it. We have done 2/3 of the group so far, but keep an eye out for the third and final part of the Toy Spouses one, which will be the 3 youngest ones, which is Dahyun, Chaeyoung, and Chui. So yeah, that one's gonna come out soon. I'm thinking if there's anything else to say. Yeah, thank you for all the love and support you've been giving my channel, and I am very grateful for all of the love that you're giving me. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Love and healing from my part to you, and